Hi there, Mrs. Esther Colon. She is town of Miami Lakes, Florida, candidate for one of the council seats. And I'm Alexander Carlos with Alexander News Show and Iheart Radio. I have one question to ask you. The other night during the debate, I was unable to get you. So to be fair, I'm finally able to get with you today here in the council meeting for tonight, March the 12th. So 2024, I wanted to ask you just one simple question. What is your thing with the flags? Why are you interested in displaying various flags outside town hall?
I think you misunderstood the question. The question was, it was about inclusion. And I believe that as town residents, we should be inclusive, and there's no reason why we can't fly a pride flag. It's inclusive, and everybody, it's equal rights, it's equity. And I think we should all be treated fairly. I am an American, born and raised in New York. Respect the right. The American flag has to be the first one flown. There's no problem with flying a flag across the street, which is what I proposed and I paid for when we did it several years ago. Okay.
I'll just follow it up with the same question. Aren't you concerned that a lot of the residents of the town of Miami Lakes have conservative values, and they would be upset if something like that occurred? If they,
Are you a Miami Laker?
I'm not a Miami Lakes resident, but I do know Miami Lakes very well. I grew up around here.
If you know about Miami Lakers, you will know that we have had an awareness event for the past 3 years, and the amount of people that come out for awareness, the educational components of inclusiveness, has been well attended. So I'm not sure who you're speaking to, because if you look at historical participation in the farmers market as far as to do with the educational component, the awareness component of inclusiveness, I think you would support.
So you're saying that a lot of the residents, even with conservative values, would support a pride flag being flown out of town hall?
Okay, I'm not talking about specifically the pride flag. You're telling me the conservatives, individuals are conservative, and I am telling you that you also have to understand the educational component of inclusiveness.
And what other flags, would you care to elaborate what other flags you're interested?
I'm not talking about any other flags.
You're interested only in the pride flag?
No, I'm not. Whatever flag that doesn't go against our Constitution, in this particular issue, you asked the question about inclusiveness, and that's the answer. That's the question I am referring to, inclusiveness.
So just to repeat, just real quick before this interview's over, you're not concerned. My question to you was, are you concerned about the residents? There's a lot of residents that live in Miami Lakes that have conservative values that are totally against having a pride flag flown outside town hall. Do you have any comments in regards to that?
I respect the wishes of all Miami Lakers. I will abide by the will of all the people of Miami Lakers. Okay. But when you want to pin me on a question and say the conservatism, and you are not a Miami Laker, obviously you don't know a lot of the people that we have in Miami.
Oh, I do know. I do know, and I grew up around here. But I'm just asking a question because there's people that have
and I have no problem speaking with those people and those
that have spoken to me about the concerns.
Know I'm very approachable. I have been a resident for over 32 years. I have sponsored educational events for inclusiveness, and I have never in my 32 years heard what you just told me. But thank you for the question, sir.
Well, Mrs. Esther Colon,